And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the PiGosaur Cup number 90, the semi-finals, or semi-finales, papi. We are back. We just wrapped up the quarterfinals. herO taking down Bunny in said quarterfinals in a very fast and very intense back and forth best of 3. But now we're here in the semis in a best of 5 instead. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Fear and Faith, we have the Danish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss player, the South Korean Protoss representing T1. It is herO. And you know what time it is? It is Gamba time. It's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we delve into our initial best of 5. Now, coming into this here, it's going to be an interesting dynamic. I will say that when it comes to PvP over the past almost 2 years now, MaxPax has been struggling. A year and a half. The last year and a half, MaxPax has been struggling. There was a time, there was a big period in StarCraft, a couple of years actually, where MaxPax had the best PvP in the world. Not anymore. The reason for this is because over the past year and a half, we have had a bunch of patches that have been increasing aggression and increasing intensity in PvP, and it has been more and more difficult for MaxPax to actually get into the early to mid game, just because MaxPax is known for cutting corners, and now it's been harder and harder to cut those corners. And I would say it's even more so now, especially with the now new pylon. In PvP, aggression is even more favored than previously, but now they're bam, gate expand, hyper greed out of here. This is what's scary out of from herO, and this is why herO has the best PvP in the world, is that he is willing to mix in hyper aggression, all-ins, or hyper greed like this, and it can be very difficult to read. MaxPax goes for his own gate expand into Cybercore. We do see herO going for the faster expansion, MaxPax going for it a little bit later here, but a bit of a safer setup with the high ground gateway. herO taking a bigger risk with the low ground setup instead. With this, herO will have a slight edge over MaxPax, but both players are building up economically, which means we might even enter Phoenix Wars as both players scout each other. I mean, herO is the first to scout MaxPax. MaxPax does scout herO immediately as well. Close by air, close by ground. We have close spawn locations here. Temptation to go into a Stargate is there for sure. So do we go Stargate? Do we go Twilight Council? We are currently waiting for a tech of choice. Waiting for a tech. Where are we going? But now there it is. Again, the temptation was there. Stargate opener out of MaxPax. Twilight Council out of herO. Ooh, okay, that is a bold move. Now with the Stargate opener, this is going to be for Oracle. It's going to be an Oracle-based opener to harass into the bases. herO, he is currently... Oh, no, sorry. He is aware. He did scout. So herO, he knows. We should be seeing a battery in the main base and a couple of stalkers as well. This will mean that herO will have a bigger power spike when Blink kicks in, assuming that herO doesn't... Oh. Interesting. That's a late reaction. That's a late response. I mean, the Twilight Council was scouted early on, so this is going to be a fake out from herO, going for the fake out, canceling the tech and going for the Stargate instead. The problem here, if herO plans on going for a Phoenix to shut down the Oracle, is that because the Stargate is so delayed, I mean, the Oracle is going to get in. The Oracle's still going to get in. The Oracle's still going to get damage done. We'll see. We'll see if herO can minimize losses to make this worth it. He just has to make sure this first Oracle does not get out of hand. Can he, though? Can he make sure? So now we are going to be poking in. Trying to poke in, at least. Here he has control of the high ground. Oracle towards the main base. Back in the main, there is one battery. And Phoenix is just about to pop out just in time. The timing. Just now pops out, it does recall in time, and no hull damage. Yeah, no hull damage. The Oracle does recall. We do have a second Oracle on the way, so MaxPax is doubling down. He's not done. And he's switching into ground toss. So Gate, Robo, Forge, +1, Immortal Production. Going for a big ground switch. The Oracles, they rotate over towards the main. Now what's important is that 2 Oracles will out DPS the healing of a shield battery. So 1 battery is fine to defend against singular Oracles, but double Oracle, that's when you need more than just a battery, you need an army in position. So for now, herO is being defensive. We do see that MaxPax does hide his Oracles. Does keep them hidden. Hero scouting around the edge. Now scouts. Phoenixes are revealed. They catch out one, they catch out two adepts. I mean, nice efficient trades here from herO. Behind this hero, he's going for a +1 himself, actually. Interesting. Wait, was I just reading the wrong player? I saw like Forge and Robo, but sorry, that was from herO, which makes more sense. Going for the Forge, going for the Robo. It was actually MaxPax going for Gateways and going for Blink instead, going for a Twilight Council, so my apologies. I think I was looking at the production buildings, but I was looking at the production tab up top, and I was just looking at hero's production. So, my apologies. This makes more sense. It's going to be Phoenix into Immortal production out of herO. MaxPax going into a more mobile Blink Stalker composition instead. We are not embracing Skytoss, of course. But my apologies. I was looking at the wrong production tab. Unless I wasn't, and here at MaxPax cancelled, which I don't think was the case. As here he attempts to expand and is going to be denied. There's no saving this. Big cancellation. Here is out of position. You can see here trying to flirt with this, but yeah, no shot. He cannot hold on. He cannot hold. Now he is building up to 2 immortals. This will make up for the lack of stalkers. Is the heavier immortal count. Charge will help as well. Hero supply blocked. Ooh. Yeah, brutal supply block for herO. MaxPax flirting with the idea of pushing in. Does have a lot of stalkers. Blink is not done. Yep, Blink is done. One of the immortals, the shields has been activated. We can see here he has to pull away. Yep, pulls back. Good call. Yeah, herO pulls away at the same time. Oracles, they did bust into the main base, distracting the Phoenixes. Oh, who catches who? Yeah, herO does overextend. Nice catch from MaxPax. MaxPax has more momentum. The supply block does slow down the 3rd immortal and the 4th immortal of herO. So the immortals are late. And MaxPax trying to move in. Trying to. Once again picking forward. Does go for the lift. And will kill 1 immortal. And nice pick up. Takes down 1. Phoenix is once again out of position. Ooh, stage trap goes off. And MaxPax is maintaining this position. He's diving in. He's just picking herO apart. Catching out another immortal. Yeah, 2nd immortal goes down. There's just no buffer for herO. And hero's being outscaled. At this point, he's just being outscaled. Playing this kind of style for herO, you have to build up those immortals. And to lose 1 and 2 immortals already, like, that's just game. Like, that is game. You cannot lose that many immortals this early on. Stasis Trap does run out. But herO, he's lost the backbone of his army. Down to 1 immortal. Oh god. The stasis traps. They just keep popping up, Pappy. It's 2024 all over again. True. Jesus. Yeah, immortal goes down. Catching out the immortals also try to commit in. Once again, they're just getting picked up. And MaxPax is just snowballing out of control. Snowballing out of control, pushing on forward, catching out all the zealots, moving further in. Again, here to bleed out immortal after immortal after immortal. Just losses that you cannot afford with this kind of style. That's the one thing keeping herO in these games. And with that, MaxPax cleans up the final army here, getting on top of the Nexus. At the same time here, he does get into the mineral lines. Zealots, they bust in. Probes are going to be going down. This is nice economic damage, but the reality is that the main army cannot be stopped. Right? The main army cannot be stopped. As MaxPax is pushing further in. 15 probes going to be going down. Oh, is that me? Oh, it is. Yeah, it is me here, as I will quickly leave the game. But yeah, with that, MaxPax is pushing into the bases. He's breaking on through, and most likely will take the game here. The game might continue a little bit longer as hero's harassing. I do apologize, but randomly I had a big power spike in game. I do not want to inconvenience the players, so yeah. Oof. We'll see how they do pan out. But yeah. I know what it was, but I suddenly spiked up to like 1,000 ping on the US West server. So Smudge. Hopefully it clears up and hopefully it does not impact the rest of the series. Just in case, I'm going to very quickly open up my VPN. Very quickly. I'll get it ready. Usually I only need my VPN for the Korean server, but you know, the Blizzard servers have been a little bit unstable as of late. A little bit. But here we go. Here we go. We're getting into game number 2 as spawning in the bottom hand corner of the Old Sun Temple. We have the Danish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom hand corner, we have the red Protoss player representing T1 from South Korea. It is herO. Let's go. Let us go. Basically, after we left the game lasted a couple of extra seconds, and then herO tapped out. But herO did tap out as well. So with that, MaxPax is up 1-0. And again, winding it back, how did this all transpire? Well, we saw that MaxPax went for a Stargate opener. herO responded with a delayed Stargate opener. He did keep up with the Oracle, but the follow-up was the most important thing. herO, his follow-up was Forge and Robo, which is a very slow kind of follow-up. It builds up a heavier immortal count, and you're just defensive. Oh, as this time it's not me. So it might just be the server itself is dying. Because like I was lagging out last game and now Pacheco's struggling. I can see my ping spiking. Pacheco. But I could see my ping spiking a little bit as well. Like even now, like I'm getting it to, you can't see it top left because it's so small. But I'm like suddenly up to 500 ping. What the hell? Yo, the American server is struggling. But again, hopefully it clears up for Pacheco and for everyone involved as well. Hopefully it clears up as we are settling into our game. Again, herO going for a 2-gate opener this time. MaxPax going for a gate expand. But once again, winding it back when it comes to the dynamic, because herO was going for a heavy immortal count, you are heavily reliant on building up and saving and preserving those immortals. Like those like that's the whole point of the build, is that you have those immortals and they're the lifeblood of the Protoss in that kind of game state. So for herO to lose 2 immortals as quickly as he did, like that was game, right? That was game then and there. Like you cannot lose those immortals. They're so crucial to trying to build up into a longer game in that kind of style. And herO, he was pulled apart. It was pulled apart. From here, again, herO is going to be more of the aggressor. By going for the 2-gate opener, MaxPax has a very fast expansion. herO does not, but we do have close spawns. Once again, close spawns here on the Old Sun Temple. Close spawns. It could be the American networking. Hard to tell if it's happening to everyone. Yeah, for sure. It's hard to know if it's a server, if it's the routing, if it's the... hard to say. Another. Yeah, but now here he is being active behind this 3rd gateway. 1 base all in. So 1 base all in at the herO. This probe survived. The goal here is... Ooh, Hallucination does spot the positioning of the probe, and the goal should be to get a pylon up, but here he has to move around a little bit. We have to get that pylon going. Now remember, on the latest patch, you can go for fast warp ins with the pylon being by itself. You do not need a gateway. Don't need a gateway for fast warp ins, so pylon on its own is terrifying. That's all we need to reinforce. Here it does poke in. Pylon is now finishing. And the warp gates are coming online. Yeah, warp gate just now finishing. He's getting those warp gates up, and MaxPax throws down a field of batteries here to survive, to defend. He's trying to hold on. Oh, and the first pylon is going to fall. Yeah, depowers the battery. Nice force fields looking down one of the stalkers, but he still does get a sentry. Yeah, sentry goes down. There is a backup pylon on the way. It's just 1 pylon. It's just the 1 pylon. Oh my god. Catching another sentry, down to one stalker left, and here he's warping in 3 stalkers at a time. He is overwhelming. We have 3 more stalkers on the way here from MaxPax. They're coming. Here does have a sentry. Pilot did survive. That's 4 batteries now for MaxPax, getting a 5th battery. And MaxPax, he has to be careful. If he does go past this position here, then there can be force fields. There it is. Yeah, locks him in. Gets 1, gets 2 stalkers. Heavy pickups here at MaxPax. You're overextended. Again, the Sim City working against MaxPax. There's more force fields. Like again, not out. Yeah, MaxPax, he pulls away. Here moves in. He does move in, and he does catch out the stalker, and in the end, Hero's done it. He has done it. He has too much burst damage. Too much burst damage. The batteries mean nothing. Takes down both the stalkers. GG gets called, and Hero snowballs out of control. We're tied up 1-1. GG. Whew. And GG, well played. We're tied up 1-1 here. Again, a Hero, he went for the 1 base all-in. He committed across the map, and I have disconnected from BattleNet. Un momento. Un momento here. Hopefully I can get into game number 3. But I have to restart my client. Oh, and hopefully I can get in. Hopefully. But I mentioned earlier that there was some issues in game, and it looks like I did DC from BattleNet. Actually disconnected while we were in game. And now we're gonna get in. And hopefully they're still in lobby. Yeah, feels Blizzard, man. No, yeah, feels bad, man. So we missed them by a couple of seconds. But it looks like MaxPax and Hero, they did begin at game 3 without us. So we're gonna be locked out of game 3, and we'll wait for game 4 to find out who takes the lead in the series. But yeah, the Blizzard servers have been very shaky today. Where we disconnected game 1, Pacheca disconnected game 2, and then midway game 3 we DC'd from BattleNet, so we had to restart our client. By the time we did, they already jumped in the game. So we're going to be going in a break. Here. When we come back, we'll have game 4 of Hero versus MaxPax. Unfortunately, we won't get to see who takes the lead. Yeah, what can we do? What can we do? So we'll see you soon after the break. See you soon. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Whew, I do apologize for that break. Again, unfortunately, we were not able to get into game 3 of this series, but we're here for game number 4 at least. And spawning in the right-hand corner of BlackRock, we do have the Danish Protoss player leading the series 2-1 in this best of 5, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom hand corner, switching to Terran, we have the South Korean Terran player, used to be Protoss, now switching to the main race. Pappy True, representing T1, it is Hero. Let's go. Let us go. We're jumping into game number 4 here. And for those that are maybe unaware, Hero, he is 6k with his Terran. He has competed as Terran before, and he has beaten top Protosses with his Terran before as well. Not in a full series, but he has kind of like played Terran against MaxPax and beaten him in the past month. No, like 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. Like just before the PTR went live, like we saw that Hero, he was mixing in some Terran every now and then, and he was having some success with it. So again, Hero's Terran is actually pretty good. It's not amazing, like it's not like Clem level or Cure level, but you know, it's up there. He's got some builds, and we'll see what kind of build he whips out here as we're opening up Double Gas. So Double Gas opener out of Hero, going for a faster factory, going for a delayed CC. Let's go. Let us go. So again, Hero whipping out his Terran once again. Again, it's been a while. I think it's the first time that we're seeing Hero play Terran on the current patch. Yes, yeah, on the current patch. So again, We'll see if the Terran copium is based in reality. Let's go. As from here, it is going to be again that racks in the factory. From here, we can turn this into a 1-1-1 into one base all in, or we can otherwise expand. But the factory is really far away, so there's no potential for add-on swaps or anything like that. Curious. See chat. Here's on Terran. Yeah, as we mentioned here, he does play Terran against Protoss every now and then. He does mix it up. He has defeated MaxPax with Terran before, but when he's done that, that was pre-patch. That was before the PTR. So like again, like a month ago, 2 months ago, ish. Here we go. Here we go. Zero pokes in, pulls away. It is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of MaxPax. Opening up Council into Blink. herO going for the 1-1-1. It's looking like a one base all in. Yeah, looking like the all in. We'll see if herO can pull this off. MaxPax does poke in. Oh, so herO does hold the line. I mean, I say that. No, yeah, we're going for a delayed CC. Because the CC is so late, there's a lot of pressure on herO to get some more damage done. He will catch the Adept. Okay, very nice catch. Adept goes down. Mind Drop is coming. And there's a lot of pressure on herO to get some economic damage done with this because his own CC is so delayed. So we'll see if we can pull this off. What happened in game 3? No idea. That's a good question. That's a good question in the chat. If anyone knows, let us know. I just know that MaxPax won the game. And it was a PvP. And MaxPax won the game. And it was like 7 minutes long. It was a 7-minute game. So we go, Hellion does try to rush in. The Reaper distracting in the main base. Wouldn't mind drop into the natural. MaxPax, he should pull away in time, and he does. It does pull away. So far losing only 2 probes. Only 2 workers here. He will pick up. He will back up at the same time. Reaper in the main base was also cleaned up as well. 3 probe kills. This is okay damage, but we do need more than this. Do need more. Game 3, both when Oracle, MaxPax killed more probes, then killed all herO Stalkers on a counterattack. No GG. There you go. All I know is it was a relatively fast game, but looks like they maybe had some mirrored openers, or relatively mirrored openers. Mind Drop back into the main base. Boys being pulled. Ooh, herO late to borrow one of those mines. Miscontrol out of herO. Nice blink. And this Mind Drop was not ideal. Typically, this would be fine in a standard Mind Drop, but remember, this was a 1-1-1 before CC, so this was more committed. As MaxPax is finishing up his proxy pylon. We spoke about this in the previous game, how these proxy pylons are even more terrifying as we have a 3-gate setup. Yeah, 3-gate setup. Blink is done. Proxy pylon is complete as well. MaxPax is moving in. And can MaxPax break on through? There's no safety bunker. Yeah, no safety bunker. Tank's a tank shot. He dives in. Tank is going to go down. And here is going to be overwhelmed. And he's going to be overwhelmed here. Greedy play not having that safety bunker. Not respecting the threat of Blink Stalkers. And with that, MaxPax he overwhelms. He does overwhelm the army. It takes down all the SCVs. Pushing into the main base, diving on that final tank, tanked it on siege. And this is too much. This is getting out of hand here. There's one more tank on the way, but we might just snipe it down. MaxPax blinking out. Oh, he wants it. He wants the tank. Ah, he's gonna get it. One more volley. Tank goes down. And hero's falling apart here. Again, he had to do more economic damage earlier. We do see here he does get across the map with some Raven harass. Trying to get some damage, but alas. He's losing too many SCVs. The boys, Pappy. The boys are going down. Too many losses here. Again, the opener just fell in his face, and here he was not ready for just the brutality of this counterattack, which, to be fair, does hit harder. I did just mention this is the first time we're seeing Hero play Terran on this patch, and aggression is more intense here from Protoss due to the proxy pylon, due to the warp-ins, due to how quickly everything arrives. So the idea of skipping some corner or cutting corners and skipping the bunker and being a little bit more lax in the defense gets punished even harder. It is punished. With that, Hero just going for one final Hail Mary play. Liberator's moving out. The freedom back, doing what he can. But there's only so much he can do. Only so much. There's already a couple of Stalkers defensively. Liberator does move in. We'll siege. And we'll kill some probes. Late reaction. Late reaction to MaxPax. Stalkers, they try to respond. Hero breaking out. Stim is not done. Yeah, still no stim. So diving on the army is not really an option here for Hero. As he pokes forward. Game 3 was proxy target versus in-base target. Ah, I see, I see. I see. And here, I would say he should pull the boys, but there's no boys to pull. There's what can he do, Pappy? There's no boys to pull. He's all in. Marines, they push forward. We got 2 tanks. And we're sub-stepping forward. Nice blink control. Nice blinks. Ooh. Dodge the armor shred. Yeah, the armor does not shred. Tanks do siege up, but there's not really much buffer for the tanks. Remember, these are vanilla Marines. And MaxPax coming in from behind. Trying to catch reinforcements. Hero is gaining ground. He gets into the mineral line. Okay. Gets into the third. MaxPax dives in. Gets one. Yeah, one tank goes down. Going for the other as well. Second tank will also fall. Massive pickoffs. Yeah, catching up both tanks. Ooh. A lot of Stalker losses though for MaxPax. And there is one more tank left over. Hero, he takes down the third base. Moving in. Final tank falls. Now we have pure Marine, vanilla Marines, no stim, no combat shield. They start to step in. Hero, can he do it? Can he pull it off? He will break through the Zealots. He breaks through the Zealots, but there are still many Stalkers left over. What, 6, 7 Stalkers? And Stalkers, they just have their way with this army. Yeah, they have their way with this army. They pick away the Marines. We're running out of Bio, running out of Marines here. It was a good effort by Hero. I mean, the all-in did surprising amount of damage, but not enough. Not good enough here. The all-in is shut down. MaxPax still has 3 bases. MaxPax still up in workers as well, and up in tech. MaxPax, he has blink, he has charge, he has the warp prism, he reinforces across the map, diving on more tanks, catching more reinforcements. Tank goes down. Gets one, going for the other. Bad. And again, imagine this all in if Hero didn't lose so many SCVs earlier. Like, if the original Stalker aggression didn't get as much as it did, GG. And with that, MaxPax will claim the series 3-1. He'll advance on to the grand finals. GG. Whew. And GG, well played. With that, MaxPax, he will claim the series. Again, a Hero who was forced into the all-in. He had no follow-up, but again, it was the lead-up to the all-in, which was a struggle for Hero. He had no safety bunker. He had a lax defense when it came to defending against the Stalker counterattack, and the Stalker counterattack hit faster and hit harder than normal because of the new warp-in. Because of the new warp-in mechanic, MaxPax, he was able to hit very, very quickly, and Hero was caught with his pants down, and with that, he just fell apart. He fell apart there. This is why I question how much experience Hero has with Terran on this patch specifically, just because again that counter aggression is something new, something much newer, of course, and was very potent. Was shut Hero down with that. GG, well played. And with that, MaxPax, he will claim the series, and we have our first finalist. MaxPax is going to be our first finalist here. Hero is going to be knocked out in the semi-finals. Again, I would have definitely favored, and I was favoring Hero coming into this PvP, but again, we missed out on some of the games, so we had a little bit incomplete picture as to how everything was unfolding. Regardless, congratulations. And also, Hero in the end did actually did take the bait and was tempted. The temptation for playing Terran was too great, Bappy. It was too great. GG. With that, we have our upper semifinals currently underway. So it's going to be Clem. Clem takes down Mixu 2-0. Cure takes down Björn 2-1. And now we have a TVP between Clem and Cure leading into MaxPax. So these are going to be the final 2 series left of the broadcast, upper semis, and then grand